Hey everybody, and welcome back to It's Only Food with Chef John Politte. Today we're going to be making Portobello Eggs Benedict. Cue the music. Alright, well thanks a lot for joining us today. I appreciate you being here. Don't forget to like, subscribe, leave a comment down below, and then share this video and this channel with everybody you know. Like I said, we're going to be making Portobello Eggs Benedict, so let's go ahead and drop down here and see what our ingredients are for this. To start out, we're going to have 2 big portobello mushrooms, some olive oil, a little salt and pepper, dried herbs. I'll let you pick your choice of herbs you want to use. I have Italian seasonings. 2 eggs, 1 tablespoon of vinegar for poaching the eggs, 2 cups of spinach, 1 tomato that we're going to slice up, and then some fresh herbs that we're going to use to top up this when it has been plated. And then our yogurt sauce, we're going to have 1 cup of plain Greek yogurt, 1 tablespoon of lemon juice, 1 tablespoon of olive oil, 1 garlic clove that we're going to chop up, 1 teaspoon of mustard, a half teaspoon of paprika, and a little bit of salt and pepper. Now this recipe can be found on my website, it's onlyfood.biz, so go ahead there and check it out. The link is down in the description box. We've got all our ingredients ready, let's start making this up. Alright, one of the first things we want to do is we want to clean the gills out and take the stem out. So I'll just do 1 here, just to, a little wet so it's slippery. I want to take it out and then just take these gills out as well. And you can scrape them out once you get the knife around. I really don't want to cut the mushroom any more than I have. Alright, I'll just do it this way. You lift those right out once they get cut. Kind of a messy little task, but it's worth it. That's kind of nice. You just wait. Don't want to do that. But you just get the much of the gills out of there, and then I'm gonna wash these out really nice and everything. But you see, got a nice little bowl for our egg and everything. It's gonna sit in there. So I'm gonna do the other one, and then we'll wash these up and let you know what we're gonna do on our next step. All right. So I cleaned these off, took out the gills, and I forgot to tell you, you want to get this. See that brown spot there? That's part of the outside edge of it, or the skin on it. You want to kind of get that off too, because it's kind of tough when you get to cooking it, and just for aesthetics as well. So what we're going to do now is I got a nice sheet pan here. We're going to put our oil on these. I'm just going to do it this way because I don't have a brush. You just want to brush the inside and the outside with the oil. Hit it with some salt and pepper, and some of your fresh herbs, or dried herbs that you've got. We're just going to throw this in the oven for about 20 minutes until they get nice and soft. Alright, we're going to do our sauce next. We got our yogurt, and that oven is at 400. I forgot to mention that in the last segment. So our yogurt. And remember, you can find this recipe down in the description box. The link for it is on my website. It's onlyfood.biz. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and get the mustard in there too, that way I can get rid of the spatula. Alright, we got our yogurt, we got our mustard, olive oil, paprika, a little salt and pepper in there. Our lemon juice from 1 lemon, and then I got a chopped up garlic clove. We are just going to mix this up. This will be our sauce that we're going to top We're not going to use a Béarnaise or a Hollandaise. For this we've got a nice, healthy yogurt sauce. I add the rest of that olive oil in there. We might thin this out a little bit later, but we have got it done. I'm going to throw it back in the refrigerator, let that sit and marry up, and then we're going to start putting this all together. All right, as we can see, our poach water is just about getting to the point where it's ready to be able to go for poaching. I want to show you the mushrooms that came out. We've got, they're softened up, they shrank a little bit. Look at all the liquid that came off of that. So I'm just going to set it over to the side. It's not as concave as they were. We were talking about what a nice little nest it would make for the bowl-like, but it still makes a nice surface to lay our ingredients on for our Benedict. So I'm going to let those kind of drain a little bit. Our water is going now. I'm going to switch back the camera angle here. It's a little bit too much of a rolling boil. So I'm going to go ahead and add our apple cider vinegar in there. Acidity keeps everything from sticking. I'm going to tap and I'm going to go right into the water with those. No need for a bowl to slide into. Now, what I'm going to do now, I'm going to let these poach. There is a poaching video that I have made. I'm going to put the link for it right here. But I'm going to let these poach and do their things. I'm going to move the whole production over back to the table again. So when we bring all this over, we can start plating it up. I'll join you over there. All right, we have got everything we need now to plate our food. So I'm going to go ahead and start with the base, which is our Portobello mushroom caps that we have cleaned, degilled and roasted with some herbs and salt and pepper. Then I kind of drained them, as you saw, so there wouldn't be water all over the place. Now the question comes, do we want to put the spinach on first and then the tomato, or the tomato and then the spinach? I'm going to go with the tomato because I think the spinach will just make a nicer little nest for it to sit on. I think the tomato, it might slide off. I don't know. You can do whatever you want. I'm just showing you how to do this. Well, you know what? I'm going to change it over because I think we want the color of that tomato to come out in the pictures and when we present it. So I'm going to switch it over. There we go. Yeah, that'll be nice. I'll push it down a little bit too so that egg sits in there nice and cozy. So, all right, we got our eggs are poached. So I'm going to pull these out of here. Make sure it's dry. You want to set that right on top of that tomato. Set the other one right on there. Beautiful. Now I'm going to hit it with the sauce. I am going to thin this out just a little bit, because I don't want it to just blop on and slide off. I want it to set right nice on there. So I'm just going to add a little bit of water. Mix this up really well. At least it doesn't break like Holland did. Spoon of some on there now. Well, hopefully this works. Never made this recipe before. Yeah, beautiful. Put as much or as little as you want on there. Remember, it's really low fat. It's not like a hollandaise when you got that butter in. So I am just going to plate like that. I have a variety of herbs that we see here. I've got some extra tomato left over. I got some thyme, basil, rosemary, and some parsley. I'm going to just go ahead and put this thyme on there like that. Some tomatoes on there. Maybe the basil on, right on there to cover that up. A little bit of the... Alright, I'm going to clean everything up. We're going to put this out here and get a nice couple of pictures of it. And put some music on for you to listen to while you're watching these beautiful pictures. So there you go. Yeah, I'm going to clean this up and we'll come back and you can see the pictures. Don't go anywhere. Looks good, looks very good. Now I did do the money shot there with the yolk broken, so everybody could get that picture, but there it is. This looks fantastic. I cannot wait to taste it. Go ahead with the egg, a little bit of the sauce, see what that's like. Oh my God. Soft. Velvety egg, that sauce, got the acidity from the lemon, the velvetyness of the creaminess of the yogurt. So man, this is really good, very good. Let's get a little bit of that mushroom, tomato, and spinach on there. A little bit of everything there. Whoop. You got a lot of flavor there, but you also have a lot of texture. Cutting right through it, you've got the smoothness and creaminess of the sauce, velvetyness and of the egg. The tomatoes got a little bit of crispness to it. The spinach, of course, is chewiness, and then the mushroom, savoriness, and also a little bit of chewiness. Serves as a great foundation for this. So, but this egg with this sauce is very good. Very low fat way of eating an Eggs Benedict. Pretty carb free too. Take one more bite before we leave you. Remember, this recipe is in the description box below on my website. It's onlyfood.biz. Thanks a lot for watching. We made Portobello Mushroom Benedict. Take care of yourselves. Bye bye.
These rappers don't listen, well let me show them something. You hear that beat bumping, bumping from the soul kitchen. Now what you fixing up? Good food, soul food, come and pick it up. These rappers don't listen, well let me show them something. You hear that beat bumping, bumping from the soul.